First time doing this on YouTube, so I apologize on there, but we are getting there. Trying to get everything set up. So one moment, we're gonna let a bit of people try and get in here so that we can all see this, and we'll be ready to go here in just a second. Trying to put up on our other screen so that we can actually see some comments if people are typing, texting, or whatnot. We'll see where it goes from there. All right, we're getting there. I can't see any comments, but we'll see where it goes. All right, everybody. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Welcome to Solt Productions here. We're in northern Utah right now. And what we got going on here is we got a great little little bit of fun here. What we got here is we've got a brand new airplane scheme from T1 and Pacific RC Jets. Little dude here was able to pick a custom scheme, and we looked around for a little bit on there, and we ended up finding a really good scheme there that we thought was pretty awesome. And so without further ado, we got some pretty neat stuff here. So little dude here, he's already had some great experience with this same airplane. The airplane itself is quite fun, huh? Yeah. You have a blast with it. The airplane is actually a T1 Mini Hawk. So he already has one of these airplanes, and it had an issue that was resolved in these further new issues here. So if you haven't heard from Dirk from Pacific RC Jets about your Mini T1 Hawk, then please get with him, and they'll square you away with everything good to go of what you need to do to update the airplane. So until you do that, make sure you get with them. Don't want to touch too much basis on there, but what you are here for is for the reveal of this airplane. And so, little dude, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the big items, and then we're gonna go to the small items here, and then you'll be able to see the full thing. We'll do a quick few screw assembly, and so you can see the whole thing together. We're pretty excited about this scheme, but the best part about the schemes is that if you happen to have a scheme in mind that you do like or you want on one of these airplanes, you can request it, and they'll make any scheme for you. So you're not just stuck with 6 or so different schemes. You can make whatever scheme you want, and enjoy the airplane however you want, and whatever livery or scheme you like. So let's get a razor blade and let's start opening this. Let's start with the front, little man. So I'll cut the tape, and you get to do the reveal. Okay, that one's pretty much done. All right, I'm gonna start doing this next one here because it's got a lot more tape. So you do that one and start showing everybody your new jet. So Kyler here, he's 11 right now. He turns 12 in November, and he is one of the few that I know of youngest Turbine waiver holders and skilled pilots out there that are flying Turbine jets. So pretty cool that he's able to do that. He is a team member pilot for Pacific RC Jets, and if you have any questions, this little dude here, he can answer some pretty good stuff out there. He shows me up all the time with landings, which is funny. So while we're doing this, little man, what's your favorite thing about this airplane?
Probably the gear.
You like the landing gear? Yeah, the landing gear is pretty sweet. So it's still wrapped up pretty good. I'm gonna get this bubble wrap out of here. Let's see if it's showing any comments. I don't know if it is.
I know what it is.
You don't even have that open yet? All right, here, you get this paper. Switching places. You get that. All it took was that. All right, so a really neat thing. We'll start showing this while he's opening up that. So the really cool cockpits, really awesome setup. It's got the 2 points right here, and it's got the latch in the back that'll be on the fuselage right here. One of the really good parts about this airplane, you got a zip tie in there, is this detailed cockpit. I don't know if you can see it really well in there or not, but they don't skip on anything. They got all kinds of knobs and switches and all that inside this cockpit. Pretty cool egress seats in there, and you can get some really neat pilot figures to actually put in there. We had one of those in our other T1 Mini Hawk. Pretty cool. And again, this is a Mini Hawk. Okay, it's based upon the BAE Hawk, but they look so good with Goshawk schemes, and so that's what this is based upon, a Goshawk scheme. And so this airplane is the plug-and-play version, so you can get the plug-and-play version. It's an extra $795. What that does come with is it comes with high-voltage servos, the wiring harnesses throughout the fuselage, lights. It's plumbed, and it comes with a UAT also, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. The base model, so the ARF kit. So the ARF kit is $2,345. And again, you can research all this information at pacificrcjets.com. And anyway, so what we'll do is we'll try and get a little quick look inside there. Take a look at how clean that is inside there. Pretty dang awesome. And it's not just a flimsy UAT in there. This is actually a nice, it's either plexiglass or actual glass in there, UAT in there. We have these UATs in a couple of our airplanes on there, and they're just phenomenal. It's got a pretty cool landing gear controller in here. This is the T1 landing gear controller inside there. Hopefully you can see that. Take a look at the scheme though. I mean, look at that bottom. This is absolutely a beautiful airplane. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and open up this landing gear doors so you can kind of see a little bit of the landing gear, because I don't have a way of powering this up yet until we get that going. I don't know if you can see that. Barely able to see that. All right, well anyway, really easy to assemble this airplane. You got your 4 screws down up inside here, and we will open that up and do that. How does everything look on that backside, little man? Everything look good?
Yeah.
All right, so like I said, this is the plug-and-play version of this airplane. So it's already got all your harnesses and everything inside of the actual engine bay. It's got quick connects that are installed for your wings all the way through. It's got your Kevlar tank that is already plumbed. Okay, good to go on there. Pretty neat. This is your filler option. They did a really neat little magnetic filler line that goes right up in there, if you see that. Pretty cool. These are neat. They plug in right there. Really cool ideas. But look at that tail. Look at the good old red, white, and blue on there. The A on the tail. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So I believe we have Navy on that side, and we got the Marines on the other side. They both use the same airplane for training. This is the Navy and the Marines trainer aircraft. Pretty dang awesome. Let's see, how does the bottom look? Is it just solid white? Looks like it is. All right, cool thing about it is you got all your markings on the side. Pretty in-depth on there, pretty cool. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you start undoing a wing. I'm gonna scoot over here real quick. So if you wanna grab a wing and bring that on over, I'm gonna try and put a couple screws inside here so we can get this fuselage to stay together. Just real quick. So I'm gonna put it out of the way for just a sec, squish a little man by me. So it comes with 2 baggies of parts. They give you some extra parts here just in case. They also give you all the actual hardware that you need just to get the airplane assembled. They also provide you with 4 Allen keys on there with ball joint ends on there so that you can get into some fun areas if you need to. Razor blade is right there. All right. So here we go. We're going to put these screws in from the front here. Let's see, what other things can we talk about on this airplane? So, this airplane, realistically, if you have everything ready to go to be able to assemble it, as in your turbine and your receiver packs, and your receivers and your battery packs, you should be able to get this thing assembled within, I would say, a few hours if you're really into it to be able to do that. So the last one that we had, I did all the assembly work and all that, and it took me 3 days to get it all built. And that was one of the actual ARF kits. And so it took a little bit longer. And so this time we ended up going with the plug and play option on there, which is going to save us all kinds of oodles of time. Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
All right. So again, like I said earlier, if you have any schemes you like, you can get any of these schemes that you want. Really easy. You just the key is to send a lot of good photos of what you want, and they'll be able to make that. So we're going to put that cockpit back in. We're going to put the canopy on to see how this thing looks. It looks like, oh, I don't have all the bottom on there, so it's a little tight right over there. And you got to trim the cockpit just a little bit to fit in there. So this is pressing just a little bit on there. We'll get that in there. All right, so we got the cockpit locked in there. You can see a little bit of the black because you have to do the trimming. We're gonna pop the engine cover on there. So this airplane is actually going to fly with a K85 King Tech motor. Just for G-Whiz information, the airplane is about 75 inches in length. I think it's 74 or so inches exactly. And it's 62.9, so 63 inches in wingspan. So it's a very good size to be able to take wings off and transport and fit in semi-small cars. But yeah, let's see. Let's turn this side around here and open up the back cavity here. The cool part about this airplane is the elevator setup on here. What you got is you've got strike 2 on those. Strike 3, grab the same one again. Strike 4. What screw is that? Is that a different one? Gonna grab one. All right, Kyler, show that wing and talk about it real quick.
Alright. So, on the wing, it has the quick connect. That'll connect right onto the spot right here. And then you got the gear. Nice, good gear doors. White like they should be. And the arms are middle. So
the really cool part is that it actually is a scale flap system on there. So you've got the gap when the flap's all the way down, so you get a little bit of light on there. But look at that red, white, and blue on there. I mean, that is just pretty. You did a very good job at selecting a scheme. Where is my other screwdriver? Or tip? All right, let's show that. You want to get the other wing out? Oh no, start getting the elevators out. Let's do that while I'm actually trying to get this off real quick. Sorry, I apologize. I got to grab a different Allen key. So, all right. door here. All right, so again, this airplane, whenever we were flying the airplane, it had a flight time. We were flying just about 7 minutes, and I think we were coming down with over a quarter of a tank of fuel inside here with that K85. Let's see, what other fun stuff? I mean, I'm overwhelmed with how beautiful this airplane is. Oh, details. So I don't know if you guys have, well, if you're on here with YouTube with me, you've seen my T1A10, and the details on these airplanes are just phenomenal. The phenomenal work that they do. They go the extra mile for rivet details and scale items in there. The really cool part about this airplane is, I don't know if it really presents itself or not. Try and turn it to where you can kind of see it. But right in this area here in the real airplane, you've got fuel cells. And on those fuel cells, the airplanes, as they get filled and flown, they actually get a really good flex in the actual panels themselves. And so I'm trying to get a good gleam on there. Let's see, how do we get that on there? Right about there, I think. Hopefully you can see that. But the panels actually ripple as if the fuel tanks and the fuel cells are actually in this airplane. So a really cool detail on there. You've got your heat exchanger or your intakes going through here with the starter intakes. Man, you got one beautiful airplane though, man. All right, so we're gonna put this wing over here, and I'm gonna try and show you a little bit of how this connection works on this airplane. So this airplane, again, is an updated bit of version. The original issue that this airplane had was that this linkage right here for the elevator was plastic-ended turnbuckle. We ended up going down to California where the temperature was 111 degrees, and we ended up finding out that plastic doesn't like to stay together in the heat. And so T1 has gone the extra mile, and they are updating to a heavy-duty turnbuckle system inside the airplane. So all future airplanes will have that. The other thing is if you have this airplane, they're going to get you that, so that you can make sure that you have a good quality airplane. So kudos to T1 and kudos to Pacific RC Dirk. Good job on that and taking care of your customers on there and making sure that they have a great experience with these airplanes. This elevator system is really super simple. It's got a bushing that'll go right here, a plastic wash bushing, and it'll go in. So we're gonna just push this through. It actually pushes into the airplane, and then it will get sandwiched between this brace right here, and that sandwich will connect to the other elevator, and then you'll have complete control and even disbursement of elevator authority to this airplane. So we're gonna just push these in so we can get a better look at this airplane. So I'm gonna try and bring this up over here so you can actually see this. Sorry, our camera is connected up to the stand. So if you look right there again, that is the sandwich piece. Really cool machined aluminum on there. Then it actually connects to, if you look, you'll see the two elevators there, and then they will both move evenly together on there. So pretty neat on there. Hopefully you guys are liking that. Really, really good servos in there, GDW, high voltage. Pretty neat setup. I like that elevator setup, and I like the ability to keep the control of them together evenly. So, nice idea. If I remember right, this airplane needs a little bit more elevator up than you would think on your startup. So you're gonna be up about right there, if I remember right. Don't hold me to that. But what we'll do is when we get this airplane fully assembled, we will show that. But anyway, Take a look at that good old red, white, and blue on there. Pretty cool. Nice scheme. Let's see if I can show you that. Oh, there you go. You can see it right there. There's those ripples that I was telling you about. Nice ripples. Nice rivets. Excellent detail. There's your connections right there. Your harnesses, your lights, your landing gear. All really simple and beautiful. All right, so let's bring this back around. Let's grab that stand right there.
Okay.
And let's set this airplane on the stand. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. We're taking the time to try and show you some really neat stuff with this airplane. All right, let's get that wing tube out. Look at that. I mean, I'm 6'4". We're going, I mean, it's just a little bit shorter than my wingspan. Pretty decent sized airplane. Again, I think I said flying weight on there is about 20 pounds. Well, sorry, not flying weight. The empty weight is about 20 pounds. You got that razor blade, little man?
Yes.
So it's about 20 pounds on there. Man, I don't know what else to say other than just wow. This paint scheme is just super phenomenal. You picked a good one, little man. All right. So again, we'll get the whole thing fully assembled here either later tonight or we'll try and get it ready to go for this weekend. Again, weather permitting. We're up in northern Utah and it's been pretty dang cold lately. All right, so we got the wing tube. Let's put this panel back on. So we can get a nice look of the whole thing cleaned up. Let's see. Hopefully this video is coming through. Again, this is our first time using YouTube as a video. You like that too? First time using this as a source of showing you guys information. So hopefully it's working out. And I'm not seeing any comments, and I don't know why. But we will see where it goes. All right, let's put this thing straight right there. You want to hold the wing over on this side, little man?
Yes.
Oh, other side over here.
That's
Yep. We're not going to connect up the connectors yet because there's no point. Because we're not going to drop any of the gear. Again, we don't have any of our radio equipment here. All right, some scale doors. We're going to pop those doors down. And we're going to, I'm going to push this connector in for a second. I'm going to pull this gear back. Okay, one wing in. Switch from places, little man. Super impressed with the outlook of this airplane. The white paint and the red, white, and blue pops really awesome. So normally you have the gear down on this. You can push it down. Okay, there we go. And the other wing is in. All right, well there we go. Let's pop the flaps down so that it looks pretty dang awesome. So they're kind of like a Fowler flap. But they go all the way down. But anyway, let's do a twist on this whole airplane so you can see it all very well. Look at that. This thing is beautiful. Again, it's temp installed, so it may not look like they're even on things. But pretty dang beautiful airplane. The scheme on this. This is Kyler custom scheme he found online and he really liked it a lot. Thank you again to Pacific RC Jets, Dirk. Let's see, who else? T1, fantastic job. You did a great job on there. Let's see, let's hold up the bottom and show that whole thing together. Look at this. Pretty dang beautiful. Imagine this thing in the air. And soon,
Pedo.
what's up?
Pedo.
Pedo it
And
is.
they're on the doors.
All right, well,
So you're back.
we're gonna go back a little bit further.
Yep.
All right, well, anyway, I'm sure that you can actually say comments and whatnot after this is actually completed. So again, what else you got to say, little man? I mean, wow, right? This is all you. So, make sure you say thank you to the people you need to say thank you to, because a lot of people treat you very well. Let's not block you. Talk, shy man.
Thanks, Dirk, for the jet and T1. And the guy who gave me the motor for the jet,
Chris.
Chris.
Well, he's not one for words.
Yeah.
But anyway, stay tuned. You'll see more on our channel at Solt Productions that you're on right now. And me personally, I want to say thank you for watching and subscribing to our channel. Hopefully we are giving you good information and giving you some excitement in the hobby to be able to extend it, because right now we have the great time of the hobby and more to come in the future. Again, if you're interested in this airplane, hit up PacificRCJets.com under the T1 kits. And again, you can have whatever scheme you want on there. We really enjoy this airplane, and stay tuned for more from Northern Utah. Again, appreciate it. I'm Jeremy Solt. You got Kyler here, and stay tuned for some videos. Thanks again for watching. I'm gonna walk around and turn this off. All right, here we go. All right, catch y'all later.